with a pair of horns, such as to be seen in Michelangelo's tremendous statue of Moses. Balthazar, besides being the patrico of the tribe, was its principal professor of divination, and had been the long tried and faithful minister of Barbara Lovel, from whose secret instructions he was supposed to have derived much of his magical skill. Placing a pair of spectacles upon his prognosticating nose, and unrolling a vellum skin, upon which strange characters were written, Balthazar, turning to Turpin, thus commenced in a solemn voice: "Thou who wouldst our brother be, see how we shall enter thee. Name the name that thou wilt bear, ere our livery thou wear." "I see no reason why I should alter my designation," replied the novitiate; "but as popes change their titles on their creation, there can be no objection to a scampsman following so excellent an example. Let me be known as the Night Hawk." "The Night Hawk, good," returned the hierophant, proceeding to register the name upon the parchment. "Kneel down," continued he. After some hesitation, Turpin complied. "You must repeat the Salamon, or oath of our creed, after my dictation," said the patrico; and Turpin, signifying his assent by a nod, Balthazar propounded the following abjuration: Oath of the Canting Crew. I, Crank Cuffin, swear to be true to this fraternity, that I will in all obey rule and order of the lay, never blow the gab or squeak, never snitch to bum or beak, but religiously maintain authority of those who reign over Stophole Abbey Green, be they tawny king or queen. In their cause alone will fight, think what they think wrong or right, serve them truly and no other, and be faithful to my brother. Suffer none, from far or near, with their rights to interfere. No strange Abram, ruffler crack, hooker of another pack, rogue or rascal, freighter, marauder, Irish toil, or other wanderer. No dimber damber, angler, dancer, prig of cackler, prig of prancer, no swigman, swaddler, clapper-dudgeon, catchcloak, kirtle, or curmudgeon, no whipjack, palliard, patrico, no jackman, be he high or low, no dummerar, no romany, no member of the family, no ballad basket, bouncing buffer, nor any other will I suffer, but staff off now and for ever, all outliers whatsoever. And as I keep to the foregone, so may help me Salamon. So help me Salamon, repeated Turpin with emphasis. Zoroaster, said the patrico to the upright man, do thy part of this ceremonial. Zoroaster obeyed, and taking Excalibur from the Knight of Malta, bestowed a hearty thwack with the blade upon the shoulders of the kneeling highwayman, assisting him afterwards to arise. The inauguration was complete. "Well," exclaimed Dick, "I'm glad it's all over. My leg feels a little stiffish. I'm not much given to kneeling. I must dance it off." Saying which, he began to shuffle upon the boards. "I tell you what," continued he, "most reverend patrico, that name Salmon of yours has a cursed long tail. I could scarce swallow it all, and it's strange if it don't give me an indigestion. As to you, sage Zory, from the dexterity with which you flourish your sword, I should say you had practised at court. His Majesty could scarce do the better thing when, slapping some fat alderman upon the shoulder, he bids him arise, Sir Richard. And now, pals," added he, glancing around, "as I'm one of you, let's have a booze together ere I depart, for I don't think my stay will be long in the land of Egypt." This suggestion of Turpin was so entirely consonant to the wishes of the assemblage that it met with universal approbation, and upon a sign from Zoroaster, some of his followers departed in search of supplies for the carousal. Zoroaster leapt from the table, and his example was followed by Turpin, and more leisurely by the patrico. It was rather early in the day for a drinking bout, but the canting crew were not remarkably particular. The chairs were removed, and the jingling of glasses announced the arrival of the preliminaries of the matutine symposion. Poles, canvas, and cords were next brought, and in almost as short a space of time as one scene is substituted for another in a theatrical representation, a tent was erected. Benches, stools, and chairs appeared with equal celerity, and the interior soon presented an appearance like that of a booth at a fair. A keg of brandy was broached, and the health of the new brother quaffed in brimmers. Our highwayman returned thanks. Zoroaster was in the chair, the Knight of Malta acting as croupier. A second toast was proposed, the Tawny Queen. This was drunk with a like enthusiasm, and with a like allowance of the potent spirit; but as bumpers of brandy are not to be repeated with impunity, it became evident to the president of the board that he must not repeat his toasts quite so expeditiously. To create a temporary diversion, therefore, he called for a song. The dulcet tones of the fiddle now broke through the clamour, and, in answer to the call, Jerry Juniper volunteered the following: Jerry Juniper's Chant. In a box of the stone jug I was born, of a hempen widow the kid forlorn, fake away! And my father, as I've heard say, fake away, was a merchant of capers gay, who cut his last fling with great applause. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! Who cut his last fling with great applause, to the tune of a hearty choke with caper sauce, fake away! He nooks in quad did my schoolmen play, fake away! And put me up to the time of day, until at last there was none so knowing. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! Until at last there was none so knowing, no such sneaksman or buzzgloak going. Fake away! Fogles and fawnies soon went their way. Fake away! To the spout with the sneezers in grand array. No dummy hunter had forks so fly. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! No dummy hunter had forks so fly. No knuckler so deftly could fake a cly. Fake away! No slowered hoaxer my snipes could stay. Fake away! None nap a reader like me in the lay. Soon then I mounted in Swell Street High. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! Soon then I mounted in Swell Street High, and sported my flashiest toggery. Fake away! Firmly resolved I would make my hay. Fake away! While Mercury's star shed a single ray, and ne'er was there seen such a dashing prig. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! And ne'er was there seen such a dashing prig, with my strummel faked in the newest twig. Fake away! With my fawned fams and my onions gay. Fake away! My thimble of ridge and my driz camisa, all my togs were so nib-like and splash. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! And all my togs were so nib-like and splash. Readily the queer screens I then could mash. Fake away! But by nuttiest blowen, one fine day, fake away! To the bleaks did her fancy man betray, and thus I was bowled out at last. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! And thus I was bowled out at last, and into the jug for a lag was cast. Fake away! But I slipped my darbies one morn in May. Fake away! And gave to the dubsman a holiday. And here I am, pals, merry and free, a regular rollicking Romany. Nix my doll, pals, fake away! Much laughter and applause rewarded Jerry's attempt to please, and though the meaning of his chant, even with the aid of the numerous notes appended to it, may not be quite obvious to our readers, we can assure them that it was perfectly intelligible to the canting crew. Jerry was now entitled to a call, and happening, at the moment, to meet the dark fine eyes of a sentimental gipsy, one of that better class of mendicants who wandered about the country with a guitar at his back, his election fell upon him. The youth, without prelude, struck up a gipsy serenade. Merry maid, wilt thou wander with me? We will roam through the forest, the meadow and lea. We will haunt the sunny bowers, and when the day begins to flee, our couch shall be the ferny brake, our canopy the tree. Merry maid, come wander with me. No life like the gipsy's so joyous and free. Merry maid, though a roving life be ours, we will laugh away the laughing and quickly fleeting hours. Our hearts are free, as is the free and open sky above, and we know what tamer souls know not, how lovers ought to love. Merry maid, come and wander with me. No life like the gipsy's, so joyous and free. Zoroaster now removed the pipe from his upright lips to intimate his intention of proposing a toast. A universal knocking of knuckles by the knucklers was followed by a profound silence.